today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 106 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Mayfield now. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's... Tackled at the 2. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Mixon, and some room to work. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. We'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He's got Fuller. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Mayfield looks to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can put on. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. two teams all tied after one. Mixon with a first down carry to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow, that's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Week 9 here in the National Football League, and we'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. First down, Mayfield. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To throw, Mayfield. It's complete to Fuller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. and long for Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead. Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least a great situation for him upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield shreds it with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second down at 4. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 190 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow on play action. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And Thomas has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. My goodness, 229 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room to roll now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Now Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 33 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards on the ground. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And quickly, they get to the line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And a
touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Fuller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's Taylor on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff, running left, Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, it's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick six. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the one. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Charles, not only the blowout in this one, but they break the Washington football team's record for most points in a game, which was set all the way back in 1966. Just an incredible performance.
And Brandon, we never go into a game expecting to see a record broken that had lasted for over half a century. But I'm going to give you a quick backstory. That previous record, the Washington team, their star on the team had been traded from the team that they were playing that day. And he was still upset about it, mad at the coach. And late in the game, he told his own team, let's kick a field goal late and add some points to it, just because he was still angry from being traded.
So for the Bengals, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll